everyone to be alert and cautious. This disease is proven to be fatal, and no treatments or this
cough
is proven to be fatal, and no treatments or
arm jab
are currently available. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention states that lab studies warn of the huge risk of this, which can pose a risk to humans, is now on the loose. Confirmed cases breaking out, and now we are waiting for the first reported infections in people to start happening next. This could be happening in days. And in just less than 4 or 5 days, we're all planning on sitting down at the dinner table to hold hands with our loved ones, family and friends in prayer to bless our food and give thanks. But what we should all be paying attention to very closely is the massive warning just released from government officials about this new
cough
and it's starting to pop up in the U.S. and just how dangerous this can be. I have pulled together lots of research and compiled notes to share with you with the latest and shocking news about the meat that many of us eat all of the time, now deemed potentially poisonous, and essentially the very likely scenario this may be meat you planned on serving your friends and family this coming Thanksgiving, November 23rd, for Thanksgiving. Everyone.
8 real zombie outbreaks throughout history. The last one will blow your mind. Number 1. Dancing plague of 1518 in Strasbourg caused hundreds of people to dance uncontrollably for days until they collapsed from exhaustion, heart attacks, and strokes, dying in the streets. Number 2. Kuru disease in Papua New Guinea caused people to lose control of their bodies, laughing uncontrollably before dying, and was spread through cannibalistic funeral rituals, eating infected brains. Number 3. Encephalitis lethargica after World War I left millions in catatonic states unable to move or speak for decades, trapped inside their bodies like living zombies. Number 4. Rabies turns animals and humans violently aggressive, making them bite others to spread the disease, and late-stage victims act exactly like traditional zombie behavior before dying. Number 5. Cotard's delusion makes people believe they're dead, walking corpses, and sufferers refuse to eat or care for themselves because they think they're already deceased. Number 6. Bath salts and synthetic drugs have caused multiple incidents of users attacking and cannibalizing victims in zombie-like rages, making national news with horrifying attacks. Number 7. Toxoplasmosis parasites infect brains and alter behavior in mice, making them attracted to cats, and some scientists believe it affects human behavior, causing risk-taking and personality changes. Before I say the last one, make sure to hit that follow button to support the channel. Number 8. Prion diseases like mad cow disease slowly eat holes in brains, turning victims into mindless shells before death, and infected people can spread it through blood and tissue, creating potential outbreaks.
Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto our power Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachaha Kodash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, the word ignorant calls God. In His name in Hebrew means He exists. And Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorant calls Jesus Christ. And His name in Hebrew means He is deliverer. Bahashem is in the name of Kakodash, the Holy Spirit. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great most strong, who rule well. Peace and blessings unto the sister I can switch forth in the truth. Of the four corners of the earth, I want to say shalom to your brothers, keep pushing. And a double shalom to the Israelites that's looking like the other nations and the Sharwatium. I want to say shalom to you brothers and sisters as well. My name is Dwyer from GMS Line, St. Louis Camp. And I'll come back at another video. And in this video, I'm entitled this A Zombie Apocalypse Protocol. What is Esau trying to tell us, you know? And kind of, fair use. I'm not doing this video for any monetary gain. Just strictly educational purposes only on the Fair Use Copyright Act of 1976. So I'm within my rights. So, and Trump already said last year, this is what he said. Donald Trump rants about Epstein Democrats as he threatens Americans to enjoy what may be your last Merry Christmas, right? And that was last year, December 2025, and now we're in 26 now. So about to be 4 months in, so the first quarter, and he has already started World War III, you know, with this war with Iran, you know, and it's just down here from here, okay? And these Americans, they already know, so that's why they're upset that the country is in shambles, and it's just gonna go down here from here, okay? And now you got this woman right here saying that about this disease, it says 99.9% fatal, there is no cure, and yeah, certain states like this one right here. It says, why the F am I just now finding out certain states and military have zombie outbreak protocols, right? Because they know that there's something that's coming. You know, I mean, it's all in the movies. You know, The Walking Dead, Resident Evil, The Last of Us. You know, because Esau Edom is a mad scientist. You know, because the Most High gave him that type of technology and the mind to tinker with how the human body work and see if he can change things and et cetera, et cetera. All right. And the Most High is going to allow him to do certain things, you know, before the Most High makes his grand entrance, you know, to destroy America and put the rest of you nations in slavery, you know, where you belong, because the rest of you nations, starting off with Esau Edom, you know, you are trashing our planet, because this planet belongs to the Israelite man, so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American man, starting off with the Judite man, the head tribe on down, you know. And then, you know, fun fact, you know, these different diseases, these mysterious diseases like this one, they cause people to dance uncontrollably, you know. And yeah, they even had that movie that came out a long time ago, like it was like a rabies form in humans, where you had people that was you know, eating other people and foaming at the mouth. You know, it's called Quarantine. You know, it's actually a pretty good movie, you know. Like, kind of, man. So we're going to hop into it. So 2 Corinthians 2:11, least Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we are not ignorant of what the so-called white man does, you know. We are not ignorant. You know, we know the type of spirit that he has. You know, Habakkuk 2, his spirit is not upright in him. You know, he's not a natural. When I say a natural man, I'm talking about a colored man. You know, Esau Edom is not like a normal man. You know, he doesn't appreciate nature and the things that it has to offer, as far as like what the Most High wants us to experience. He always feels like he needs more. You know, his scriptures talk about he's never satisfied. You know. Matthew 24:1. And it reads, but then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Right, so we coming into some bad times. You know, like, like literally, man. Like, it's gonna be damn near every single movie that you ever watched. You know, it's gonna be The Purge. Like any horror film, you know. Lord gonna release these newly created creatures, you know, that which really they demons, you know, spirits. You know, he gonna allow you to see them. You know, your Jeepers Creepers, your Bigfoot, okay. He gonna allow these different psychopaths, you know, your Ghostface and your Michael Myers, Jason to wreak havoc. Okay. He gonna allow most likely a zombie apocalypse. And the icing on the cake is what? Oh yeah, Terminator. You got these robots and stuff that Esau Edom done created. You know, that's gonna replace the military. because the men of Babylon are weak now, and they don't want to sign up for the military. You know, oh yeah, the draft coming back. Okay. And the icing on the cake is the quote-unquote alien invasion, which is Yahweh Shai cracking the clouds to get his elect. You know? Oh, that's about to get ready to happen, man. And you people, you not ready for what's about to happen because you've been so spoiled and pampered over here in the West. You know, any type of discomfort, you don't know how to handle it. Yeah. So this is Acts chapter 14 and verse 20. Howbeit, as the disciples stood around about him, he rose up and came into the city, and the next day he departed with Barnabas to Derbe. Right? And when they had preached the gospel in that city and had taught many, they returned again into Lystra, and to Iconium, and to Antioch. And I believe this is Paul. Right? Verse 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorted them to continue in the faith, that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. Right? So through much tribulation, you know, because it's going to get bad out here before it gets worse. It's going to get bad out here before it gets better. It's like you. Right? This is Isaiah 59. Isaiah 59. 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Right. So, the Lord gonna lift up a standard. You know, he gonna grant his men with spiritual power. You know, oh yeah. Last but not least, X-Men, Marvel movies. You're gonna have men doing supernatural things. You know, that you people you ain't gonna be able to explain. You know. You be like, I'm like, oh my God, like, is he flying? Did he just throw that car? Did he just go invisible? Like, yeah. Those are the type of times, these are the type of times that we coming into, you know? Yep. Like, anything supernatural. You know, because, hey, we gonna need it, man. You know? Because a regular gun not going to be able to do nothing against a damn robot, man. Maybe one of the cheaper ones, but, you know, like, Esau Edom going to bring out his good shit. You know, just the type of man that he is. You know, because he wants everybody to be scared of him. You know? Because he going to fight tooth and nail to the end for that kingdom. But, hey, you Edomites, you're going to fail miserably. You know, and the elect is going to prevail. Lord willing, I'll be a part of that number. Because, we don't know if we are part of the elect or not. This is Luke 12:49. I am coming to send a fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? But I have a baptism to be baptized with. How am I straitened till it be accomplished? Suppose ye that I'm come to give peace on earth. I tell you nay, but rather a division. Right. So the Lord, he coming for that fire, man. You know, and he's not coming for peace. You know, he's coming for war. You know, he about to make war with you people. You know, because this is gonna be, you know, this is gonna be the worst war, the most bloodiest war in the history of mankind, and who gonna do the majority of the killing? Yahweh Shai. You know, you people out there that think that you good with the Lord, you know, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening. You know, when he come back and set things in order, and you realize that you're not getting picked up by that chariot. All right? Should be weeping and gnashing the teeth, man. All right? But, that's all I had on that. Just want to do a quick video. And I want to say shalom on to the next one.